Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Who Hurt You, podcast by and for millennials. My name is Emma.
And I'm Sarah.
We're both 21. And basically, if you've never listened to us before, what we do is we talk about millennial culture, just to really figure out why we are the way that we are. So I highly recommend listening to our other episodes.
We're a good time for sure.
Yeah, so Sarah and I have created a list of questions mainly pertaining to millennial stuff, and we're just going to randomly select some of these topics and just talk about them for a little while.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, so here I go. Just flipping through, and I landed on meme songs. So like All Star, Hello Darkness My Old Friend, All Around Me Are Familiar Faces, September, etc. Do you have a favorite?
Definitely All Around Me Are Familiar Faces.
Mm-hmm.
That one just really, I relate to it. I don't know why it's so funny. You can really cite it, quote it, put the song over just about anything, and really, you really get it.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite one?
That one's always a classic one. I feel like the one that comes up the most for me, though, is September, and also I just really like that song, by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Mm-hmm.
But
do you want to give us a couple bars?
Do you remember, Yeah, there's a really good video that circulates around Halloween of a skeleton just dancing down the street while that's playing. So that's a personal favorite, but I do like All Around Me Are Familiar Faces, particularly the vine of the kids singing it.
I don't think
You've probably heard the audio, because that's what usually plays in vines.
All around me, as
yeah,
like
he's like, all around me,
okay.
or for me. Wow, you've gotten 2 samples of me singing today, which is really good.
Thank goodness, I was waiting.
When I wrote this question, I couldn't think of any more, but I'm starting to think of, like, the Shooting Star song.
Oh, yeah. They just have random... Oh my gosh, probably my favorite rendition of that is how they turned the girl who fell off the swing into a wee bowling ball, and then had her doing that motion, that backward somersault motion in space. Oh my gosh.
No, yeah,
Akin to,
that's
like,
another...
the dancing dog.
That's another good point. All of the Wii songs.
Every Wii song.
I really like the Me Creation song. That's just a really good one. I never even owned a Wii, but like,
oh my gosh,
I played it so often at my friend's house, and we would try to come up with just like the scariest Miis that song is just engraved. And I think that's true for everyone. I don't think anybody actually owned a Wii.
It's really spooky. Okay, but how dare you say no one owned a Wii?
Did you own one?
I'd like to reflect on that for a moment. I definitely owned a
had
Wii.
One.
And I definitely enjoyed the Wii, and I definitely had Lego Harry Potter on the Wii.
You're right.
And it was incredible.
Yeah.
How could you really have gotten through without a good old Wii sports session?
Well, like, my brother's older than me, and when that came out, we were, like, right in the peak of where my parents thought we were too old for video games.
No.
That's
but
what
then
I
they had
said.
Wii Fit. And
yes.
Excuse me, that was just a nice little balancing board.
Yeah.
Where you could go.
No, I played that at my friend's
activities.
house.
I played
that at my friend's house, and she's like, let's make profiles on it. And then it was like, please step on the Wii Fit board to be weighed. And she's like, oh god, turn around. And she made me turn around while she got weighed. And I was like,
that's not dramatic at all.
Yeah. But no, so our really good friends in North Carolina also have a Wii. And I remember one night specifically where we just spent hours playing Wii Sports and like bowling and stuff. And our parents thought it was like the coolest, most innovative thing ever.
Love it when people, when they make little characters that have like truly like large spaces between their arms and their bodies. And just like, that's not,
orbs for hands.
Orbs for hands. Like they just are just segmented humans. It's
Dead
so
eyes.
Dead eyes, for sure.
Soulless creatures.
Mm-hmm. So that's the Wii. Allegedly, no one has owned them. Get back to us if you've owned a Wii. Apparently, you're rare.
I'll be waiting for those 2 emails that we received.
Emma@gmail.com.
Oh, good. Okay, so let me... Quick scroll.
Most
used reaction meme.
Okay, I'm doing the face right now. It's gonna be very difficult to describe it. Or the... Okay, this
She
is
just
difficult.
did the one where the guy has his lips out and his hand out. I don't know.
Now I did two separate ones. Alright, so the first one you see was the guy who does, like, the slow blink and then, like, looks at you really
Right.
confused.
The blinking guy.
That one is just very standard and very applicable. I actually do it very often, just that exact expression. And the other one is a little more old school, was more around when we were in high school, and it's the girl who was in the classroom who just has one hand out and is looking what the fuck, like, are you talking about? Two separate ones.
Jogging my memory, sorry.
Do we call it something? Does anyone know what we're saying?
I think you just receive them and you store in your bank and then somebody has to, like physically describe the person in the meme and, like, what face.
Well, you know what? We're just gonna link them.
Yeah.
We'll link them in the bottom.
We'll insert them in the video. I was gonna say for you also use the rabbit that says they took everything from me quite often. I know that's not really, like, a meme.
It's not a well-known one.
It's just, like, a Sarah-ism.
We'll use that one, too.
I have to
What's yours?
I don't know. I'm actually on my way to our message thread to see if I've sent you anything recently.
Oh my gosh.
The last thing I sent you, this is kind of unrelated.
We need to talk about this.
I'm really into the memes where people take logos and just, like, horribly misspell the word. My friend Cora sent me this, so shout out to Cora. But it's the Taco Bell logo and it says Tata Loco BB La BB.
Bebe La BB.
Hot Wheels says hooey. Birds and Bees says butts beef. And Lego says egg leg. All of those still look like the logos, it's just misspelled.
Why are they so funny?
I don't know. I'm obsessed. There's one for Subway. It says Spubby. Eef Freef. Yeah, and then I just saw something that sort of jogged my memory of something I use a lot. I can't find it now. I just saw. Oh, I'm really into the shirtless Kylo Ren memes.
We're talking about memes, by the way, as though they're beauty products or like dieting trends. Like,
this is my go-to meme.
This is really my winter color. It's just
Other
truly
memes
not.
just don't cut it. They don't give me the coverage I need.
Oh my god, it's so sad. But I mean, if you guys understand this, we'd like to know.
Yeah, I mean, like I talked about in the last episode, I use a lot of Kermits, but I won't go there again.
Let's not. We talked about Kermits for so long.
So many Kermits.
Oh my gosh. What's our next one?
Our next topic is... what is a furry?
This is all you.
I'd like to preface this. If you are a furry, I have absolutely no judgments against you.
God, we have maybe 10 subscribers, and if any of you are furries, I'd like to know.
That's a good point. But I'm saying, you know, we're gonna blow up, so we just need to we need to be preemptive. No, I think we added this because this is something that, like, our parents just certainly never, like, were exposed to.
I don't even know if I'm exposed to it, so maybe I'm just ignorant of this world.
Well, I have to say, I've seen a lot of furry documentaries on YouTube.
Oh my.
Yeah. And it was also one time.
Maybe we need to define it first.
I doubt anyone's gonna not know what it is, but it's basically just... I mean, I don't want to...
For those who are offended by the fact that Emma said she doubts that anyone doesn't know who this is, listen.
No, I'm saying, I'm sure all of you people already know what a furry is, but I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
So, I don't want to generalize, but for the most part, it's people that wear animal-like costumes.
Uh-huh.
They attend cons.
Mm-hmm.
They make friends, and it's just a lifestyle. That's like your fursona is the term, I believe.
Your fursona?
Fursona, like persona, but fur.
That's what okay.
So I guess I want to ask you now. What would your persona
I wish
be?
you wouldn't. I wish you wouldn't ask me that. So I know I just have more questions.
Okay.
Maybe I should have researched this before, but are these individuals, do they, like, identify as animals? Or, like, we're speaking of
the vine of the guy that's, like, on all levels but physical, I'm a wolf.
I just don't. That's another thing. I don't know if we've addressed this. I am very inept when it comes to Vine culture. So.
That's okay. We're gonna do an episode on it. We'll get you all caught up.
But okay, so
as far as I know, they identify as that, like, obviously not physically, but they do feel that they are that.
They are that animal. Okay, so all right. Okay, I can try to be. I definitely am, like, accepting of different people's lifestyles. So
right.
I'm just wrapping my mind around it, just because I, like some of you, maybe many of you, just haven't been exposed to it. So okay, what would my fursona be? Hee ha.
Could literally just be your favorite animal or one that you feel you relate to.
I mean, a corgi, but I wouldn't want to violate corgis. Or disrespect corgis. Sure. I just wish it wasn't true. Okay, what would yours be?
I feel like I've had this conversation with someone before, and I can't remember what I said. Probably some sort of dog, just because I really like dogs.
I gotta, oh man. This is new. This is new for me. I'm glad we have differing levels of knowledge and expertise in this area.
That's what
I like to learn.
That's what makes this podcast so diverse. Two white females speaking on diversity.
Tune in next week. God, help us. We're idiots. Okay.
Yeah, so that's
a furry.
I hope that answered y'all's question. Don't ask me. I don't know.
Don't ask us. We don't want to answer.
Okay. Oh, we didn't do that one. So what do the various Snapchat actions mean? Like, if someone opens your Snap, doesn't reply, chat reply to your story, they send you a Snap that they also put in their story. So when someone opens my Snap but doesn't reply, I, honest to God, take that as the highest offense. Like,
I do that to you every day.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
But we have the best friend heart, so I kind of let it slide. I let it slide with people that I, like, have emojis next to.
Yeah, because you know you know them in real life. And it's...
Yeah. But occasionally, like, a friend that I am maybe close with, but we don't snap each other, I'll be like, hey, saw this and thought of you. If they open that shit and don't be like, thanks for thinking of me or something, I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
It feels like you're just shouting into the void. But what if, do you feel the same way about mass Snapchats? Like, if you send out, like, a mass Snapchat and a lot of people, like, just open it but don't reply.
Oh, no, that's fine, because I actually do that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't ever do, like, put it in my story and send it to, like, people that I know of. Maybe I do.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that you do.
I don't think
sometimes I do if it's, like, really funny or something. I just want to make sure that you see it.
If it's, like, something really funny I said or did, then...
Yeah, but I'll send it to my friends. But also, I just am not really a Snapchat guru.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I actually don't get that deep about it, but...
Mm-hmm. But people definitely take it seriously.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny. It's funny just, like, seeing my 17-year-old brother's, like, the fact that he has a streak with his girlfriend of, like, 400 or 500 days strong. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
I was just about to mention that because I saw something, I think it was on Instagram, it was like a snap or a screenshot of a tweet that was like, if your Snapchat recents doesn't look like this. And this person had like over 100-day streaks with like the first 15 people.
That's horrifying.
But someone was like, this person is not a millennial, this is like a younger generation. Like, it ended up being like a 7th grade or something, but it was like interesting how that's evolved because...
Yeah, like, I know our generation is into Snapchat, but if it's not...
Not into it where they have to keep up streaks with 15 different people.
No, not at all.
I had a streak with my boyfriend at the time. The longest we made it was like 100 days because I kept breaking it. Mm-hmm. And I was just like...
It's exhausting. I don't know, because Snapchat almost feels like less committal than not responding to a text.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. And also, just like, if your date is not doing great and you don't feel like opening it when you're not at home and you forget about, I mean, I think there are a number of reasons why Snapchats can just kind of, like, go unnoticed. I frequently leave people on read on Snapchat, but I, like, almost always respond in text. And so, like, I just don't equate the two. But it is interesting that it's, like, can be taken so personally, and, like, I would probably take it personally if I, like, personally Snapchatted someone and they didn't, respond. But it's weird that in my mind it's different, unless it's the other way around, and then I'm hurt. So maybe we need to address that.
Interesting concept there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't have any problems with people, like, chat replying to my snaps usually.
Mm-hmm. I think it's funny when people don't. Go ahead.
No, sorry, you were talking.
No, it's okay. Now my mind is spinning. But for those of you who, like, have your read receipts on, it's a whole other, in, like, text message, it's a whole other world. It's a whole other game. Because, like, I know people who have their reds on, and, like, what if they listen to this one day? I don't really care. But, like, they'll have their reds on, and it'll say, like, it has just been delivered, it's not been read. But then they'll either be, like, posting things on Instagram or, like, Snapchatting me, and I'm like, I know you've not only seen the notification, but, like, you've gone out of your way to not open it as a way of preserving my feelings, to not, like, maybe you didn't want to respond, so maybe you don't want to leave me unread, okay, but, like, to just not open it, to not acknowledge that you've actually seen it and know it's there, but then to, like, use other forms of social media. It's just funny. It's like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, what? Thank you for trying to spare me, but...
No, yeah, you and one of my other friends are the only people I know that have their reds on.
Uh-huh.
And you're both very good about, like, opening a text when you see it.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, when you get a chance to respond and not, like...
Yeah, not just letting messages sit there. Right. That's scary.
No, I'm gonna out myself. I'm specifically not on read because, like, a lot of the time I'll look at a message and be like, I either don't want to respond to that right now, I need to look into whatever they're asking me, or, like, let me see how I feel in 10 minutes kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I think that's totally fair.
I'm so bad about texting, and half the time I just, like, forget for a day.
I mean, I think that's understandable, and, like, especially if you're having, like, some sort of heated confrontation sort of thing with someone, like, I definitely will, like, swipe down to read it before I actually open it, because, like, if I need to process it, that's one thing, but it's a whole other to wait days.
Yes,
to, like,
very different.
Use other social media, so, like, I don't know, but
I also don't have text previews. Or I have text previews on.
Okay, yeah, I mean...
So the opposite of you. Because yours just says Emma 2 texts or whatever.
But once I unlock my phone... I just do that because one time... Here's my rationale of why I do not let previews pop up on my damn lock screen. Because people are nosy as hell. And one time I was dating someone, and another person I was with literally just, like, glanced down at my phone, and he was like, "Aw, that was really sweet that he said that." And it happened to be just, like, a really, like... kind of personal, like, how much my boyfriend, like, cared for me, and I was like, one, how dare you? And two, like, I'm literally never letting this, like, be accessible to the public again.
No,
and
that's so weird. Why would he say something?
I don't know.
I don't like that.
Like, it's weird enough for people to glance at your phone and, like, you, like, have messages from someone, like, they don't know who you're talking to, or, like, it would be weird if you were talking to, I mean, you don't want to have to, like, explain yourself, but I don't know.
No, yeah, one time... I used to have my previews off, but then I saw that you can reply to them without unlocking your phone, and that was before I had a phone with a thumbprint thing, so that was way easier for me, and I just never went back.
Amen. I mean, it really does make more sense, like, if you're sitting in class or something and you don't have to unlock your phone to, like, look at your message, you can just glance down, but... Yeah. I don't know, man. It's spooky. Spooky I don't know. Sure. And I'm not even a big, like, hyper privacy kind of gal. I don't really have anything to hide. Same. Like, if someone's, like, looking through my pictures, I'm like, by all means, you're gonna run into a lot of pictures of my dog, and then some memes sprinkled in there. So have fun. But
meme sprinkles.
Meme sprinks. Anyway, well, we've talked about that for a long time, but
And that wasn't even the original topic.
No, but I just really am passionate about that, I suppose. It's very interesting.
Read receipts.
It's interesting to, like, what does it say about our culture that we even have read receipts. Like, what is the original intent of it? I'm going back to it. I'm sorry.
No, elbows deep. This is what we do.
We're in.
No, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that, like, we've just grown up on technology and, like, we started off with texting people, not knowing if it even sent, not knowing if they've looked at it.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we have the power to do that, we're so into that.
Yeah.
Because I remember texting my crush off my flip phone, and I'm like, I don't even know if that sent. My friend's basement has really bad service, and then, like,
yeah.
Did he even open it?
Mm-hmm.
Is he ignoring me? Did the message just not get there? Like,
mm-hmm.
And now I can totally see every person I text. I can see when it's delivered. I can't see if it's read, because most people, like I said, don't do that I text, but,
mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's it. We're just like,
you just don't want to know the details.
This is so much better than it used to be.
Right? Is that it? Then why, so, like, I don't know, man. It's really interesting to me, because it almost, like, why are we trying to, you can manipulate your way out of it so easily.
Yeah.
You know? It's
and
so
we're getting
weird.
Smarter, too.
We're
evolving.
We're outsmarting the technology that we created. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why it's so important to us, but I think that's a good theory for sure. Like, we've grown up around it and, like, well, did it even go through? But, I mean, even just, like, it comes down to just being able to see the texting bubble of another person.
Yeah.
Like, how spooky is that? My least favorite thing in this world, I'll say it, and I don't know why I hate it so much, but the fact that if you're in a GroupMe, you can see, it'll tell you, like, so-and-so is typing. Yeah. It'll literally call that person out. If you're in a 60-person GroupMe and they start to respond, mm-hmm. It'll tell you that they're typing. That spooks me. I don't like GroupMe. For, like, a lot of reasons.
That's why I never use it. I always read what people have to say, but I never say anything.
Yeah.
It's also just, like, you get lost in the noise if you try to say anything, but...
Yeah. Oh, well, anyway, enough about that.
Enough about that.
Enough about
Okay, next question. Oh, my phone's just locked. Let's talk about that low power mode, if I'm right.
God bless. Been there too many times. God bless the low power mode. My gosh, it's like, I don't know. There's something about that. Like, first of all, what does it shut off? What was running before that was draining my battery that I needed, allegedly? Why aren't we always in low power mode?
I don't know. I mean, I have my phone set to where it never locks. Just because, like, when I'm drawing, I use pictures on my phone usually. So when I have it on low power mode, it always locks when I don't want it to.
Okay, that's fair.
As for the rest of it, the screen's dimmer, I guess.
Even then, you could change it.
Yeah. I just don't know.
Interesting. I feel like it shuts down it's gotta, like, shut down other applications or something, but I don't know. If you know more details about this is something we could so easily look up. I'm just glad that if we have an issue, Apple sometimes responds to it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very true.
Thank God for that.
Anyways, next question. Why do white people dab?
Cultural appropriation.
Dab
I don't
on them
know.
Haters. I don't even know what the origins of a dab is.
It's not white people, I'll tell you that much.
You would be correct. This is something else.
I think it comes down to the fact that white people will just take everything that they want from other cultures and absolutely exploit it, ruin it, mm-hmm. make it horrible, and really not credit anyone else. So
okay, so I just Googled origins of dabbing.
Thank God.
Wikipedia article. The dab has its origins in the Atlanta hip-hop scene in the 2010s, mm-hmm. but there was initially disagreement about who originated the dance. American rapper Bow Wow attempted to explain the origin of the dab dance, saying it derived from the cannabis dabbers community, which started about 2012 before the dance move. So, yeah, I do know that a dab is, like, a form of doing weed.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's like, I can't explain it because I just don't know anything about it. But it's like, as far as I know, it's more powerful.
Mm-hmm. So what does it mean to dab on haters?
That is a term derived from Jake Paul, Satan himself.
God.
Well, they're both kind of Satan.
Oh my gosh.
It just means, like, forget about the haters. You do you, you know?
Forget
Damn.
Damn. I think we've ruined it for sure. And I'm guilty. I'm guilty of ruining it.
I mean, I've definitely only ever dabbed ironically, but that doesn't help.
It doesn't, because then what are we saying? I don't know. There's a lot that we could go into there. I think we should do, for sure, we should have a whole podcast, like, just social justice related.
Yeah.
And
you're
just
very qualified.
how, just owning up to the fact that we're for sure part of the problem.
Yeah.
But, like, being open about it, I think that'd be a good episode.
Yeah.
So, if you'd be into that kind of thing.
And we'll have special guest Sarah. So,
Sarah.
you.
Yeah. Well, of course.
Your major.
My major. You said social work, Sarah. What did you
Special
say?
guest Sarah.
Of course.
It's supposed to be a joke, but it doesn't make sense, so I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I misheard you, so I'm gonna put the words in your mouth that I think you meant. You didn't. Oh gosh.
But hey, Atlanta, what up? It said that dabs originated in Atlanta.
Hey.
Hey yo.
Yo, we're from there. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Only
be
our friends
found.
listen to this.
You're right. You're right.
Lord. How much time do we have left?
Too much.
Too much time.
4 minutes.
Should we end it here? We should. Well, we can squeeze in a tiny one.
Let's find one we're really heated about, because I know we've got some good ones in there.
How heated are you about Crazy Frog?
How heated are you about Crazy Frog?
Very, because I got the CD for Easter one year, and I never heard of it. I was like, this is a lame Easter basket present. And then I listened to it. It has some bangers on it.
Some bangers, folks.
Axel F, Popcorn, We Like to Party.
I'm gonna need some bars.
It's like the Six Flags dance.
I know.
The song.
I know what it is.
We like to party. We like to party. We like to party over and over. It's also I was about to reference another.
The Crazy Frog.
That one. Popcorn is like a 80s video game song, but Crazy Frog redid it.
You just listened to it?
Yes. It had I want to say at least 10 tracks on there. It was mostly songs that it was like Crazy Frog remix.
Right. Is he a DJ?
I guess.
Who is he?
Because you know when you hear Axel F, you hear like his voice in the beginning. It's like that's Crazy Frog. You never hear that in the other songs.
Interesting.
It's mostly just like women singing.
See, the only association I have with anything Crazy Frog is that old YouTube video of those two boys dancing to it. That's the only thing I know about it, and you had the album.
That's so weird, because
you
this
have
was
a
my
signed
life.
copy.
I had my name written on the CD because I took it to school once.
And you didn't want anyone
I did not want that in the wrong hands.
Oh my god.
No, but like it was such a thing at my school because like, or maybe it's just me and my friends.
Did you keep it in did your desk have a pocket?
Yeah.
God, can we talk about those desks that were used for anything other than books?
Rip. But I was gonna say, I think I might have told you this story before, but at my elementary school we would have dodgeball tournaments all the time. And it was, like, very serious shit. It was called Battle Ball. And, like, all the boys took it super seriously. They would, like, get mad at the girls for trying to play. That's a whole nother topic for another time.
We'll save that for the social justice.
Yeah.
Special guest Sarah. Not social work Sarah, special guest Sarah. Continue.
Yes. But we were allowed to go up to the music teacher. The music teacher and the gym teacher were best friends in my elementary school. They would do everything together. So the music teacher would DJ at the Battle Ball tournaments, and you could go up and request songs, and I would always request Crazy Frog renditions of songs.
And he would say, okay.
And he'd be like, yes.
He'd be like, you got that album? And you'd be like, here it is, it's got my name on it, return it to me.
No,
when
he
you're
had
done.
it. He had it all in that Windows Media Player.
Oh, okay.
But
did he have the effects? Of
yeah.
Windows Media?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
But it was always that and Cha Cha Slide.
Oh, help.
And then also just another side note about this music teacher. He had a thing called Karaoke Cave, where when we would have music class, he'd turn off all the lights and just put karaoke on the projector, and we'd sit on the floor and just sing it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, the only song that I remember is Crocodile Rock by Elton John. That's my story.
I loved karaoke. That was a
Yeah.
good time. That's sweet. Well, folks, this is
Crazy
just
Frog.
This has just truly been a Mod Podge.
Please feel free to join my fan page, Crazy Frog Lovers. I'll leave a link down below. I'll insert a picture now.
It's also her Webkins username, just in case there was any confusion there.
It's not. It's Immerdoodle23. Add me. Actually, I'm blocked from all of the stuff because I haven't bought a pet recently enough.
We'll have to change that.
BS.
We'll start a GoFundMe for people to fund our Webkins obsession. I think that's necessary.
Yeah.
We should talk about raising money. Oh, we have so many things to say.
Yeah.
Just truly hope you're enjoying this, folks. Hope this isn't super annoying.
Lord knows we love it and we don't care.
We're gonna continue doing this, honestly.
Blast this into the void.
Truly. If you want us to cover anything, please do.
You can message us on YouTube, although I'm not sure how to check those.
You're gonna want to put
you can also
in
comment, and you can also reach us on our Tumblr, which will be linked down below. It is whohurtyoupodcast.tumblr.com.
Yeah. Okay. This has been sweet. Thanks for listening, folks.
Also, not to toot my own horn, but our Tumblr is pretty banging.
It is.
I have all the episodes listed, and I have it divided by topics. So if you're looking for an episode solely about Guy Fieri, you won't find one that's just about Guy Fieri, but you can find all the episodes where we talk about Guy Fieri.
Amen.
So,
yeah, no, she did an incredible job, so please do check it out. You're welcome.
I just spent a lot of time on Tumblr learning HTML, very limited HTML.
Bye. She's very talented. You should check her out. Alrighty.
None of you have heard of me before.
Whoa.
So yeah, my name's Emma.
And I'm Sarah.
And who hurt you?